why this cruise might be for you.
Why Virgin Voyages might be for you, but let's talk about why it might not be for you.
Yeah, right.
Because it's not for everyone.
Right. And I think that kind of depends as well. Always, everything depends.
So, first thing, I think when we first got on the ship, it felt to us a little, we're going to say IKEA-y. Now, nothing against IKEA stuff, because we have some in our house.
We like IKEA.
But
I want to cruise with IKEA.
But a lot of other ships we've been on are maybe a little bit more elegant or refined or whatever. And sometimes the spaces here felt, on the initial thing, and I would say the room mostly.
Yeah, mostly the room.
Felt a little IKEA. Just to be aware of that, you know. So don't come in expecting that you're going to be on the Queen Elizabeth
elegant,
or something.
Whatever.
The Silver Sea or the Regent. It's just not that ship. And that's okay. Our room, that's the second thing. It may not be for you. If you like a lot of space in your room, I would say the big thing is then you're going to have to upgrade and pay for it. Yeah.
Yep, get a Rockstar room.
The bathroom was super tiny, the room was super tiny, and the ceilings were very low. Now, we don't spend a lot of time in our room, so
it's not that big of a deal for us.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
Normally, we don't even get a balcony.
No, we don't.
Just because we never use it.
We're not in our room.
Yeah.
So, but we wanted to try it here because I wanted to see the hammock. That's the other thing, is the hammock's not a hammock, it's a hammock chair swing, but whatever. So, and the other thing I would tell you about your room is that the beds are super hard. like I mean, like you might as well be sleeping on a table hard.
But we did hear, as a tip, that you could get a
egg crate type of topper, and we did ask for softer pillows because the pillows were like a rock.
Right away.
Yeah. So they were very accommodating in that, but just be aware that the beds are hard. Right. Okay, like if you were going to England or you're going to China, I don't know why we go there and the beds are hard there too. At least they seem to be.
The way it is.
And we like the super soft beds, so.
Right.
Okay, so that would be just a thing to be aware of.
So another reason you may not want to cruise Virgin is it's not like, it doesn't have like the typical shows that a normal cruise or other cruises have. Yeah. The big foofy shows, maybe I should call it that.
Foofy shows? What's a foofy show?
I don't know.
I think it means like the big spectacular kind of Broadway. The shows here are the more intimate, smaller areas. They had a couple of bigger ones. And the shows can get a little bit, some of them a little bit off color. So, you know,
but that's part of the.
It's part of the Virgin. It's part of the Virgin thing. Just be aware of that. So if you like to do that, and some people do and some people don't, but if that's like one of the reasons you go on a cruise is to enjoy that after dinner sort of thing, then this may not be the cruise for you. But what they do have is a lot of different shows and venues, and they repeat them over and over again. So if you don't make it one time, you can make it another time. If you airplanes, we're in Miami. If you don't make the show on day 1, you can make the show on day 5. If you don't make it at this time, you can make it at this time. If you don't make it on day 2, they're going to show it again on day 3 and 4. So that is a nice thing, but not your typical cruise shows, which used to be really, really horrible. And now on the newer ships, we found them to be really, really good.
And that kind of takes us to another point with the shows. Make sure, or when you come on a Virgin cruise, you gotta be open-minded with the way
people are.
The way they present things, right? So sometimes it can be a little off color with the shows and stuff like that, and you got a big diversity
of people here being themselves. So you can't, if you're, I mean, I'm just going to be blunt. If you're judgmental, if you're like going to be somebody who's like, and we know people who may be this way, who are like, I can't believe that people aren't dressing up for dinner. and people are showing up in booty shorts and a tank top, a tube
Whatever
top
it
for
is.
dinner, whatever they happen to be
Or they're
wearing.
wearing over bling.
Yeah, or they're gone the other direction, you know, then this might not be the cruise for you. Like if
You're old-fashioned, yeah, that's not it.
Yeah.
This is not an old-fashioned cruise.
Right, it's not your typical old-style cruise, and it may not be for you if you're not accepting of people just as they are, because people are just as they are here. There's people walking around in Crocs and formal dresses. You're like,
Yep.
that's what they want to wear. They said be comfortable in whatever you wear, so.
So be open-minded.
yeah.
If you come on this ship, be open-minded.
Yeah, which is,
To everyone and everything.
and I think it was really good. I think it was a really good cruise from that viewpoint. For me, it took a little getting used to. Like the first day, I was like, "What have we done here?"
Okay, and then maybe the last thing is if you're cruising with kids, if you have kids and you're taking your, obviously you can't come here.
No, so
you
this
can't bring
would not
kids.
be for you. No kids on Virgin, and so if you want to go on a family vacation, this is not for you. I would even say if you're going on a multi-generational cruise, this may not be for you. It depends on what age you are and what age your parents are. Now, we did see some other daughters here, and they were a younger mother-daughter, and that we just talked to them when we left here. They said they had a great time. But if you're going with your elderly parents or something, this might not be the cruise for you. With kids, it's definitely not the cruise for you. So, but I have to say, overall, we did like Virgin. I didn't think I would after the first day, but
Yeah, it started
overall,
out, maybe this is not our cruise, but I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
I had a good
enjoyed it.
time.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
So that's it.
So there you are. Now you can make your decision if you're going to go on Virgin Cruise or not.
That's right.
So don't forget, make sure that you subscribe to our channel
Yeah.
and hit the bell for notifications when we come up with new trips, because we're going on, this is only 3 of
12 cruises this year.
12. A lot of cruises we're doing. They don't even fit on 2 hands.
And we're going to
So
let
many
you know
cruises.
which one's the right one for you. So stay tuned for more to come.
All right, we'll see you then.